Good morning, guys. If I look a little meh, it's because I'm not even quite up yet. And that's kind of funny because today I'm talking about anesthesia. I got a question on my wisdom tooth horror story video about anesthetic and how exactly it works. So, let's get into it. So, anesthetic, sedation, being put out, being put under, it's all basically the same thing. It means there would be a surgery going on, either for you or someone you know, where they do not want to be awake, or where doctors have decided it is not in their best interest to be awake for this surgery, so we are going to put them to sleep. They'll have a little nap, and we'll wake them up at the end. They will feel like no time has passed, and we can get our surgery done without them moving, squirming, or being in a lot of pain during the surgery. Now, after the surgery is a different matter, but during the surgery, they will be fine. So, what does anesthetic feel like, and what is the whole procedure? Well, for every person, it can be different, and it can depend on the type of surgery or procedure you're getting done. Sometimes people will just give you a local anesthetic, so it'll numb a local area, a certain area on your body, so that they can then do whatever procedure they need to do. And that's usually done, it can be done in hospitals, but clinics, if you get like cortisone shots and you're worried about them, sometimes they'll give you a local to numb the area first. If you're Botox, same type of thing. I mean Botox for medical reasons, not Botox for the face, although correct me if I'm wrong, or tell me down below. Would you use a local in Botox? Probably in some fashion. So there is that type of anesthetic. The second one, if say you're going in for a wisdom tooth surgery, they'll either do it under conscious sedation, which is you're in the chair in the office and you are like sort of aware of what's going on, but it's more of a happy gas type of thing. You're there, but you're way out of whatever is going on in your mouth. And then there is just getting put completely out, which is what I always opt for because my surgeries are usually of that type that, yeah, you don't want Mindy squirming around. And when I had my wisdom tooth surgery, oh my God, you don't want me squirming around with things in my mouth. First of all, I'd be like, if you kill me or impinge my ability to communicate, I will sue you. And second, I don't operate well at the dentist anyway, so why put myself through even more stress? That was my thought on it. But how they actually do it. What they'll usually do is they'll put a little IV stick in your hand, in your arm, and an IV is like it's a needle. It does kind of sting. I think it feels like a cat scratch, but it doesn't sting for very long, and that allows them to put all your medicines, all your happy gases through that. So they will start like a medication through that that'll just kind of like relax you, and they'll tell you what they're doing as they're doing it, so you never have to worry about that. People, especially in these types of situations, they're going to tell you exactly what they're doing, exactly what they want you to do, all of that type of thing. Once you have the IV in, now they can use that as instant access to put all of your medications through, including the ones that are going to put you under. So once they have mixed up their cocktail of happy gas and stuff that's going to put you under, they will put that into the IV and sort of simultaneously ask you to breathe into this mask. Just deep breaths like you would normally. Now, as part of this question, this person asked, like, so do you go from being like wide awake to like conch, asleep? And I could say yes and no. Like, they're gonna give you, or at least for me, they've given me different types of medications to relax me beforehand. So I'm already, and I'm usually already in a state of panic. So I, by this point, am so freaked out that by the time they give me the sort of anti-anxiety drugs, I'm kind of like, okay, you know, I'm really starting to get into this fact. But I also know, going into surgery, that like I hate going under. Like, it is one of the things that I absolutely fear the most. Once the mask is on and the IV with its magic meds is going through your system, you really have nothing to worry about. And no, you're not gonna stay up even if you wanted to. It is very much like, how do I describe falling asleep with anesthetic? It's almost like, if you were to ever take a sleeping pill to help you sleep, and maybe it takes like 20, 30 minutes to take effect. Right before it takes effect, that sort of moment of like almost being asleep but you could wake up, well, that's what you're getting like immediately, and they're not letting you wake up, so they're like gonna be pumping that through your veins for the next, however long your surgery is. Is it scary? No. I will say to any kids who may be watching this, they often have anesthetics that are flavored. So there's an option. But I will say this. Never get chocolate flavoring because it always stains your nose brown, and you don't want the little tip of your nose here to be brown. So that's just my thought, but go for chocolate if you can go for chocolate. Adults, though, you just get the smell of the plastic mask. The one last thing I will also mention about anesthetic is, depending on the type of person you are, like your body chemistry, the anesthetic may or may not take a long time to wear off on you. I know for me, even after probably like upwards of 12 surgeries, it takes me about a week, I want to say, to, fully get off of anesthetic. Now, that whole week isn't spent in the hospital. I can be off anesthetic well enough to like leave the hospital in 4 hours maybe, but I really don't stop feeling the effects of it for a good week. So that's another good thing. That is the basic gist of what it's like to be put under anesthetic. A few hours later, you will wake up and it will seem like you just went to sleep, and hopefully your surgery has gone well. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like it. If you'd like to subscribe, if you know somebody who will benefit from this video, share it, and as always, click the little notification bar, because although I am filming more often, some of you may not be getting my videos, so if you click the little bell, you make sure that you get them all the time. I usually upload between 1 and 4 p.m. Central Time. And as always, guys, keep pushing, and I will see you tomorrow.